Have you ever been excited by a new idea, inspired by watching someone lead by example? When we talk about creating change, we start by sharing the stories of everyday heroes who are making a difference in their own way, so we can learn and do the same. This truth is the power behind this show, which is focused on business and community leaders that are leading by example to give back, fuel change, and create new opportunities for the Mid-South. I'm Jeremy Park, and this is The Spark. The theme this month is engagement, so we're going to start with personal and family engagement. We're here with a nonprofit serving over 20,000 youth in 11 states in Washington, D.C., recently named by the White House, U.S. News and World Report, and even the Harvard Business School as one of the most promising, results-driven nonprofits in the nation. I'm here with the CEO of Youth Villages, Pat Lawler. Give us a quick history when you talk about Youth Villages, where we were then and where we are now.
In 1986, two residential programs for boys and girls came together and became Youth Villages. One was called Memphis Boys Town, one was called Dogwood Village.
And one of the things that makes you guys very unique is that you are very attuned to the detail, all the analysis, results driven. Talk about, from your perspective though, what makes Youth Villages different?
We want to give young people a good experience, but we also want that good experience to transition to a better life. So we follow all of our young people 2 years after they left our program, and we want to find out how they're doing. And after 2 years, over 80% of our young people are going to school or working, not in trouble with the law, and doing very well.
If a child comes into our courtroom and there are allegations that child's abused or neglected, under the state law in Tennessee, before we can move on that case and come to some resolution, there has to be clear and convincing evidence that the child is in fact abused and neglected.
So we're here at McKellar Lake, this is the basin of McKellar Lake where we've been doing cleanups now for 2 years. During that time we've done close to 10 cleanups, worked with almost 1,000 volunteers, and during that time we've picked up 25,000 pounds of trash. Really, if you look at this area and compare it to what it was 2 years ago, it's incredible, and it looks so much better than what it used to look like. We've worked with a lot of different groups over that time, nonprofit groups such as the Sierra Club, Memphis City Beautiful.
What would you recommend? Because I know there's a lot of companies out there that are looking at, how can I make a difference? How can we incorporate those that might need a second chance, deserve a second chance? How can we get them to have opportunities in a corporate setting? What would you tell them?
It's easy. I always say there's 3,000 churches in this community. There's 22,000 small businesses in this community. If each one of those gave a late bloomer just one chance, even if it was for 3 months, 6 months, just that one spark would maybe set them on their way, that there are some people out there in the community that will give them a second and third chance, even if it didn't work out.
These children are in state custody because their parents are either unable or unwilling to care for them. There's sexual abuse, physical abuse. At any given time, there are about 1,000 children in foster care. We have approximately 100 volunteers, so the need is certainly greater than what we can meet.
Whether it's an advocate helping a child from a bad situation, or a mentor or business leader offering guidance, opportunity, and hope to someone who's made a mistake, second chances are critically important to our community. In some way, we're all beneficiaries of a second chance because we've all made mistakes in life. While many of those mistakes are small and some might be large, part of our society's success depends on not just offering love and forgiveness, but becoming engaged and directing and modeling the way to be productive citizens. We've said it before, but engagement is key, and together we can do great things. So thank you for watching The Spark. To learn more about each of the guests and interact with your stories of others leading by example, visit thesparktv.org. We look forward to seeing you next month, and we hope that you'll join with us in creating a spark for the Mid-South.